Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I did the last video, but there was not really a lot of content that I could bring you during 0.9, 0.9.1, simply because they added just too many bugs, problems, mechanics that I didn't really like. And yeah, it was not really like the best patch for Rogue in general. I mean, we still have some really strong builds, but um, not much that I could really show you or just bring as content for you. With the new upcoming patch, I know it's a Rune Master patch, so probably 99% of your players will play Rune Master, which is a really fun class, so I'm really looking forward to all the feedback for this class. But for Rogue, it's it's not looking really good for 0.9.2. And in this video, I just wanted to go over patch notes. There's not much, as I said, for Rogue. We'll showcase, demonstrate some problems, some mechanics that I don't like, that I wish EHG will fix, but sadly I didn't read anything about them in the patch notes, so hopefully they will bring in some last second fixes for this with this video. I have no clue. I gave them feedback, but I didn't read anything. And at the end, I will just give you like a little bit of like a tier list, some builds that are still very viable. And yeah, let's start. Also, before I start, Dread, if you're watching, big shout out to you. Thank you so much for like showing my videos and your content. Brought in a lot of new players to my channel, so thank you very much. Also to you guys for all the feedback. And let's just start with the patch notes real quick. So I wrote everything down that was particular for Rogue. New vitality change. This will hit. Yeah. I mean, normally we have between like 20 and 30 vitality with rogues, so we will lose a little bit of health. This necrotic poison resistance, I don't care about this. Normally we cap resistance, but we will see that we lose a little bit of health. So this hurts. There's a new affix, armor and reduced bonus damage from crits. Normally I don't care about this. I'm always going for crit avoidance, which is really easy to get for rogues. Armor, we have to see how much flat armor this is, but probably I will not use it. I will still go for health and crit avoidance, which should be fine. Apostate Sanctuary, I mean, it was obvious that the nerf will come. It just gave way too much health. And also something like this was good for Shadow Dagger and some melee builds. So yeah, it was obvious that the change is coming. Just look at the health. I mean, come on, it's a little bit too much. It was pretty much best in slot for every rogue build. So yeah, it's a fine change. I think it was only for 9.1, so it's completely fine. Finally, this piece of shit is gone for rogue. I hated Bastion. I hated it, and yeah, I don't know. On top of this, they brought in like a really funny line. No clue what this is, but whatever, I guess. So no more Bastion for rogues. This change, Jesus Christ. I will go over this later. I will demonstrate why this is shit, and I hope that they will change it or maybe how to fix it. I gave them feedback since February, and I'm not really happy with this. So yeah, more later. This is cool. Added a new set of rogue armor visuals. Always like this. Updated all rogue animations. Really cool. Let's see how it looks. Sound effect for Flurry, cool. Sound effect for Detonating arrow, really cool. And this is pretty much the only bug fix that I saw for rogue. The only one. This one, I will demonstrate later what this means. I think I reported this a couple of months ago. So basically, Detonating arrow was able to pierce, and the explosions happens behind the enemy. So basically, you cannot really reach full damage potential. And yeah, this was the only fix. I expected a little bit more, to be honest, but yeah, that's it. I just wrote down a couple of issues that I will go over now to demonstrate. It's just a little reminder from me, so I put this over here. And let's start with my favorite topic, auto aim. For those of you who don't know what auto aim is, I will demonstrate real quick. So this got added, I think secretly. I don't know if there was a line for it, but they added this in 0.9. This is a dummy which not counts as an enemy. So just put this one away real quick. So not an enemy. If I shoot somewhere, the projectile goes directly where I'm aiming to. This is completely fine. Same with puncture. Everything's fine. This is normally how I play. I don't like go over here. I usually do like stutter step like this, that I always point in this direction, and then to get a feeling, you know, so that you can hide a little bit easier. It's easier to survive like this rather than just always doing like the big mouse drag over the whole screen. But now I will show you the same thing on a dummy that counts as an enemy. This is auto aim. Why? Like, this is, I have no clue what, look at this hitbox. I have no clue why they added this. Maybe for some casuals for you, it doesn't really seem like a big problem, maybe like a help. But it destroys some playstyles. I even did like a forum post for this to give feedback where the problems are. Also, one of the devs responded to me, really nice of Anna. Thank you so much for listening to me and to watch all the videos that I send you. But this is just something they didn't, I think, fixed for the next patch. And if this will still remain, it's just super awful to play because it will destroy some playstyles with Detonating Arrow. Yeah, no clue why they didn't change it. So basically, what this means, when I, for example, play Detonating Arrow with Sucker Punch, which is the strongest node in this tree. So just imagine, like, this is the dangerous enemy, the big enemy with a lot of HP, and this is just like a trash mob. So of course I don't go for this one. I wanted to go for this guy first, get the big explosions, and maybe the tendrils or the explosions will kill this guy. But because of the auto aim, sometimes you cannot really control it while doing mono or whatever. When you just kite around and want to kill this guy over here, arrow goes over here, and this destroys completely like damage output and just in general what even bothers me more, the feeling. You know, I just want to play marksman how I want to play. I don't need any fucking aim assist. Just put a toggle in here. Maybe I understand it for controller players, because it's just a little bit harder to aim, but just bring in a toggle so that players like me don't need to use it. It's a disadvantage. It's straight up a disadvantage for projectile or for bow builds. In arena, you want to hit the enemy that you are aiming to, and not do this shit. This is I don't get it. I don't. This is the worst part that really got me mad for marksman builds in general. But yeah, it is what it is. We have to live with it. I really hope that they will change something soon. Next one, Flurry multi-shot attack speed bug. I cannot really show you, but I saw the videos. I tested it myself. There is still maybe it's a hidden bug fix. We don't know, but it was not addressed in the patch notes. There's an issue where when you use channel Flurry with multi-shot, if you play for a long game session and you use, for example, buffs like this, Arrow Storm, you will basically gain attack speed over a period of time with those buffs, and at the end you have like a crazy amount of attack speed. For new players, everyone who's coming in from 0.9, they don't know about this. They think this is normal, but this is not normal. And like Volker, who's like a really good content creator, shout out to Volker, he did a really good guide for multi-shot to really demonstrate what the potential is. I don't know if he mentioned this this bug, but he addressed it in his streams. People who play this build might think, okay, this is insane because of the attack speed, but once it gets fixed, you will realize there's not that much damage output. So don't get confused with this. When the nerf is coming, multi-shot will not be as good as before. So this is something EHG had to fix, and I don't understand why they didn't mention it. So I don't like this because I know the game since Rogue came out. Yeah, and all the new players that are coming in now with 0.9, 1.0, they see this game live with the issues that should not be any issues. This is the main problem currently in this game. Jelkhor, this is the big one. Holy shit. So let me show you again what it does. They increased with a more multiplier the area of melee detonating arrow. This is just for the explosion. Okay, this has nothing to do with the attack range, which is the problem, by the way. It's only the explosion. Let me just switch real quick back to Jelkhor. Okay. So the explosion, I didn't really went into explosion now because I wanted to boost single target damage. Now it's not that big, but we have the tendrils to basically clear all the trash mob. In my build guide, I have a build guide for this build for Jelkhors. I also go for the cone version, which has like a huge AoE where you basically pretty much can cover like the whole area here. So easy to kill the enemies and all the trash mobs. So to add a more multiplier as an area of effect will just only bring like a screen-wide, like even more off-screen AoE attacks, which is not really like helping the problem that we have right now. And on top of this, they brought in this line. And most of you probably thought, okay, yeah, this is the thing, this will fix it. When moving to a melee attack with detonating arrow, you stop 0.2 meters further away from your target. Let me demonstrate how this works right now. Okay, so we have Jelkhor's detonating arrow, we have Puncture, the melee version. This is Puncture melee version. Look where I stand. I can stand here on the ring, and I still fucking hit the target. Perfect. Really good range, I can kite, super easy to hit it all the time. That's what I like. Really cool animation. This is Jelkhor's. This is Jelkhor's. I have to fucking stand on top of his face to deal damage. This is bullshit for a really squishy class like Marksman. You have to kite the attacks, go back, try to hit it, do it like this, then you don't hit again. It feels awful to play. 0.2 meters. This is Bastion. This thing is gone, by the way, now. But it still has the old line. Against enemies within 4 meters. Do you see the circle here? Do you see the shiny circle here? This is 4 meters. I don't have to tell you how much 0.2 meters are. It's probably like this. It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. So we still run around like this and have to fucking teabag the dummy to deal damage. It's stupid. There's no like change for the playstyle. It will feel absolutely the same. And this was the main issue that we brought as a community, which doesn't feel good to play Jelkhor. So the only fix that I could see is give Jelkhor like the puncture animation. Look at this. I can hit it from here. Problem solved. I played it this build in co-op, and when the co-op player is taunting the enemies and I try to follow them, I cannot hit them. You have no chance to hit them. It was horrible to play. So if you just like switch the attack animation, I think the problem is solved. But what they brought in is not really helping out. This is the main issue. What else do we have? I mean, we still have some shift delays, which feel really awful to play. There's still this weird like blade shield chakrams, shurikens behind you. It doesn't feel as smooth like in 0.8.5. This is more like a visual thing, like a feeling, but I really miss like the smoothness that we have of Rogue in 0.8.5. Sure, I could play offline, but I don't fucking care about offline because all the people cheat there, and I want to bring content legit to you guys to give you the best feedback. So offline for me is I don't care, and I hope that they really fix those problems to get also like a better feeling. Dark Quiver, for example, there's a visual bug. If you run over a black arrow, the black arrow is still there, and normally I just like look here to really get a feeling what buffs I have. So I don't really look down here. I don't rely on looking down here because I just know what I pick up, what buffs I have. And sometimes I don't really know, okay, do I have the buff now? This is something like a visual bug that really bothers me. If you play, for example, Dark Quiver, Smoke Bomb, when you play Hail of Arrows, when you press them in a row really quick, sometimes you don't even cast Dark Quiver. Smoke Bomb you can kind of double cast. There's also a bug for it, which doesn't benefit you with buffs, but it's still like how do you say, stunning you a little bit. Still a really awkward feeling, and I was just missing all those points in the patch notes. Cinder Strike also. Cinder Strike has very weird animations with the first attack. So if you scale attack speed, the first one is always off sync. It looks weird. Just some stuff to get like a better feeling of this game. This is something that I miss. And yeah, so I really hope for the Flurry fix. I really hope that they address like this issue here and will find a better solution just by increasing the attack range. I don't know. I really don't know. I gave them feedback for the last 7 months. I don't want to be like rude or anything. EHG knows me. I'm a CT since the beginning. I always try to give the best feedback I can to just make the game better. But sometimes I don't understand the decisions, and those are just, I'll be honest, straight up bullshit. Sorry. Detonating Arrow, the fix. This one I can also show you real quick. So basically, I hope I can demonstrate here. Just need to find the... yeah, you see it here. So sometimes you can pierce, and then the explosion is here, and even you do even the damage. This is something that happens in mono. So you casually go around. Here's the explosion. Only the tendrils would hit it. And then you would think, okay, why am I not doing damage? It's just exactly because of this, because you're aiming not exactly on the dummy, and the explosions are behind. Maybe this is also a reason why Bow Mage didn't feel as good. We don't know, because I tried Bow Mage and it felt horrible and empowered. Of course, I had not the hybrid crit yet on the bow, but I think Flurry, Detonating Arrow, I hope this will fix it, but I still think that there are some projectile issues within the game. We had a lot of problems with projectiles and area collision. It got fixed, I think, but maybe this will come back again. We never know. They always had problems with projectiles and area collision. So yeah, like on Thursday when the patch is coming out, everyone will play Room Master. I will test Rogue and will look over all the bugs that are currently in the game, report them. I really just hope that Rogue is coming back and will feel better again. This is just the main issue that I have. And yeah, fuck this shit and fuck this shit, because we don't need this anymore. Let's go over next point. Just for the new players or someone who's interested, just a little bit of feedback on the best Rogue builds currently. I mean, there are still really good builds, probably one of the best in the game that you can play in 9.2, but I expected a little bit more changes to get more build variety. I mean, we still have to wait for Falconer in 1.0, but so far this is pretty much what I came up. Best builds currently in the game: Shadow Dagger, Blade Dancer, best build by far. It's just an insane mono farmer. Boss damage, arena, you can do everything with this build, farming uniques, whatever. It's just super fast, mechanics are super strong, damage scaling, you can go right away while leveling. It's my favorite like farm build to go out there and yeah, just to get the gear. Second place for me is Shadow Halo of Arrows Marksman. This is my go-to build that I usually play. It's known for like do arena. It's probably one of the mechanically one of the best arena builds out there. That also doesn't rely on any like exploits, bugs, or weird mechanics to abuse. It's just straight up. It's strong, but mechanically strong, and that's what I like about this build. It's really good like a boss killer because you can just kite around and learn everything, like learn all the telegraphed attacks. So this is my go-to. Also, tank is built just because of the playstyle, because you can dodge everything. The only thing that you need to get used to, and this is what most of the people complain, is the playstyle. But once you kind of figure out how to play it, not relying on the full rotation, just using shift, Halo of Arrows, then it should also feel really good for you. By the way, all those build guides, Shadow Dagger, there's one on Max Roll by McFluffin. What I usually like to play, of course, Bastion now is dead, so I like to dual with the Smoke Weavers just to get a little bit more speed. This one is on my channel, the Shadow Halo of Arrows. This one is on my channel. This one was really popular, really fun, really proud of this build. It was super fun to play last season. Lightning Chakram Blade Dancer I use it for T4 bosses. It's just so much damage. The mechanics and everything, it looks awesome. Really, really, really strong build that you can scale really high on the damage output. So those three builds, I think, untouched, super strong, super fun. You can play it in 9.2. Let's see what happens in 1.0, but this one I can recommend. Other builds. So Jelkhor Marksman in general is really strong, but as mentioned as before, because of the weapon attack range, really awful to play. Yeah, wouldn't really recommend it right now. I actually brought in a little bit more defense because I used the affix Dust Shroud on melee hit, and when you really scale a lot of attack speed like I didn't really reach the melee lightning damage, but I got attack speed here. You can get really high Dust Shrouds up. So this is really defensive, so don't play with apostasy, go glancing blow and dodge, and you will be really tanky. But yeah, let's wait first for the attack range adjustments, I hope. Good build. Shadow Cascade Blade Dancer also really strong. It just plays a little bit similar like Shadow Dagger. It's just like the bad version of Shadow Dagger, I would say. But still, really fun, good AoE coverage, strong build. Shotgun multi-shot marksman, this is something, like I said, that Volker did, really good build, but sadly with the attack speed like bug, some people don't really know, like, okay, is this like legit right now, or is this normal? Because I played it in 0.8.5 and it relies a lot on gear, and yeah, strong build, definitely strong build, but as I said, with the bug, I don't know, a little bit weird to play. Bleed Hail of Arrows is a very strong build. It's just like mechanically Shadow Hail of Arrows is just better because you can just kite around, and on Bleed Hoa you need to stand still with the puncture to get the bleed pops. One build guide that I want to bring in 9.2 is Lightning Detonating Arrow Marksman. Pretty much no uniques that you have to play, maybe just Morning Frost to scale the flat damage. This build was actually really strong before 0.9 without all the bugs. So I want to like look into it again, how good it feels now with the bug fix. Could be a really cool build. This is something probably most people will not agree with me, but Bow Mage right now, I don't know, I tested it, it doesn't really feel that good. Maybe because of the bugs. I wasn't empowered. Okay, well, I didn't have the hybrid crit, but damage was damage was not really good. So it used to be like a really good SSF build, but now you really need to find the Rain of Winter first, get the hybrid crit on top, so that your icicles really do the crit, because we scale a lot of crit multi, and this is where the damage comes from. Dragon Song used to be really good before 0.9 with the crit vulnerability nerf. Right now, I had a build guide, just playing Dragon Song with the emulator. McFluffin had one with Harbinger. There are some hybrids. I would also play it now with Decoy Bomber together as a hybrid, just to get like more damage out. But this is like really the only build where I would recommend go for 100% crit. Otherwise, Dragon Song will not feel good. Those builds are still viable. Don't get me wrong. This is just my personal opinion, my list, but they will not come up, like, of course, to this power over here. I've tried Bleeds, Flurry Blade Dancer. I mean, the ailment's got a big nerf. You have to be stationary while being like a rogue character. It's not really that good. I don't know. Its damage was still okay, but it didn't feel like good to play in mono or on bosses. We have some fun builds. Dread brought out the Shadow Dagger Marksman. I played it with this node where you can have 2 more projectiles. This, by the way, shotguns on big HP or big like hitbox enemies, so that you can apply Shadow Daggers faster to deal more damage. Was kind of cool. And I mean, it has a high mana cost, but if you go here, and I had around, I think, like 21 mana regen, I was able to sustain it. So it's a fun build, but yeah, would not really recommend it. If you go for meme fun builds, do it. I don't want to tell you what to play. It's just like my opinion, because I play pretty much all of this. Ballista Bomber was a fun experience. Also, Bina did a full build guide. Was cool to see him doing it, because I brought out just like a short version how this feels. Still, I think, of course, you can like reach good numbers, but I would put it more into the category of a meme build. And just, I think in general for Ballista we have to wait for Falconer, and then the skill will probably shine. I don't want you to tell you don't play this. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I tested it. Something like a Poison Bleed Marksman, only good while leveling. It's pretty much still the best leveling phase, when you go Puncture Bleed into Bleed Detonating Arrow and then switch the build later. But at endgame, it's not really good. Just in general, ailments on Marksman, the playstyle, like stacking a lot of damage first to get the damage output is really bad for a class that is squishy. So you need to kite, and once you kite, of course, you lose the damage output because you cannot constantly shoot. I think you know what I mean. So not really that good. Acid Flash, yeah, nothing more to say. Long shot bow, charge puncture. I tried something like this. Don't do it. Just looks weird, bad animations, and yeah, standing still. And never play Cinder Strike as a main damage dealer. Always use it as a support. So yeah, those 3 builds are the ones to go to. A little bit of a rant, a little bit of a disappointed version of myself talking about Rogue at the moment. I hope EHG will listen to the feedback. Like I said, I don't want to be like any personal to all the devs, but sometimes I don't really understand why these changes are not made, or why those balance changes are so bad and not really like showing the real point why it is bad. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Have fun tomorrow when the patch releases. Probably everyone is playing Rune Master. I hope I will bring out maybe a guide soon. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comment below. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.